Well, it's official, folks. Donald Trump has been found guilty on all 34 counts in the hush money case in New York. Let's see what's happening. You know what? Free support characters for this stream. I declare it. Hold on, I'm looking for more. Feeds to look at. How does it feel to be a Mets fan? Is that what we're here for? Yell about the Mets. Well, good to see all of you showing up. BCat, FG, Mono, Looney Tunes, wait, I already said FG. Robot Cat. Look at you. Haven't seen you in a while. That's right, this is an impromptu Galactic stream. Due to breaking news, we are bringing you live. But right now, we're watching one man act like an unhinged lunatic outside of Trump's trial. Soul Life is at Pac-Man? What in the actual fuck? I don't see how you guys are getting it. Alright, hold on. I gotta keep looking through. Wait, why is this window frozen?
These things are crazy. These live view bags? Yeah, they're crazy. I mean, it's probably giving me kidnapping.
Has he said anything yet? Not yet. Not yet. We are trying to bring you the latest breaking news on this situation, but I have no clarity on what Trump thinks. I'm assuming that he's currently crying, sobbing into his sleeve, while everybody awkwardly looks on. El Midi Doctor, good to see you. Just mix two languages together, three languages, really. What do you think about it? Alright, did he make a statement? Well, let's find out. Let me look. Maybe he has made a statement, and I just need to be looking harder right now. Unfortunately, my internet is acting like it's somehow being blocked by a Musk satellite, perhaps. Say le lol. Holy crap, the sun is still up. Hey, hush. It's down somewhere on the earth. Wait, maybe he did make a statement. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. I think CBC is debating me. Oh, wait, no, maybe he did. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Pausing this one. We're going to this one. Hey, settle down. CBC. Okay, CBC.
The jury really paid attention to that and came to that of Trump's legal team. That might be his son Eric there. You can see the blonde hair of Donald Trump poking out right there as he is walking out. He's coming to the microphone. We're going to listen in.
Oh my God. So descriptive. So sexy.
This was a disgrace.
Oh no.
This was a rigged trial by a conflicted judge who was corrupt. It's a rigged trial, a disgrace. They wouldn't give us a venue change. We were at 5% or 6% in this district, in this.
What does that mean? We're 5% or 6%? Is he talking about in the polls? You're not supposed to take poll numbers into account when selecting juries, Donald.
This was a rigged, disgraceful trial. The real verdict is going to be November 5th by the people. And they know what happened here, and everybody knows what happened here. You have a Soros-backed DA.
Wow.
And the whole thing, we didn't do a thing
The
wrong.
George Soros-backed DA.
Man.
Oh my God. Wow. Oh boy.
And it's okay. I'm fighting for our country. I'm fighting for our Constitution. Our whole country is being rigged right now. This was done by the Biden administration in order to wound or hurt.
Wow. It's done by the Biden administration. The whole administration did it. That's what it was.
An opponent, a political opponent.
He looks pale and
it's
pathetic. Oh God, yeah.
And we'll
Really
keep
does.
fighting. We'll fight till the end and we'll win.
So sad.
Because our country's gone to hell. We don't have the same country anymore. We have a divided mess.
Oh no.
We're a
Now
nation
we
in
do?
decline, serious decline. Millions and millions of people pouring into our country right now from prisons and from mental institutions.
Oh. Wait.
They're taking.
So it's the terrorists and the illegal immigrants. They're the reason he got found guilty in the trial. That makes sense.
Illegal. For our country, we have a country that's in big trouble. But this was a rigged decision right from day one with a conflicted judge who should have never been allowed to try this case. Never. And we.
Is the guy next to Trump Secret Service? No. I can't remember this guy's name, but that's his, pretty sure that's his, like, head counsel. Like, I forget his name, but yeah, he looks tired. He looks kind of sad. He looks like he maybe actually needs to poop right now. Hard to say.
Fight for our Constitution. This is long from over. Thank you very much.
Why should voters vote for a convicted felon?
Okay, that was former U.S. President Donald Trump reacting to a history-making verdict.
From this. This is American politics. American
Okay.
politics is incredibly unpredictable.
There were
so we
wait,
really
he said
don't
rigged
know
5
what this is
times.
going to do.
It sounds about right. 5 rigged and 3 disgraces. Amazing, amazing. I'm glad someone's keeping count of these. It's important information.
If any,
We need a
if there's
graph.
Any indication,
We need a graph,
Donald
the
Trump's
language
ability
used.
to sort of gain sympathy from his supporters, if they're concerned that this could hurt his campaign, you might see a rush, a flood of those campaign donations.
Katie, it's interesting that the politics of this, I mean,
All right, hold on.
Our old boss Rob Russo used to joke that Donald Trump is 1 indictment away from the presidency. But the interesting thing about this is that even though he's convicted, the New York Times is reporting that there is no legal prohibition to.
All right, we're done with CBC. We're going back to this live feed. I don't need to hear them rant on about their whatever. We hear enough from CBC on a regular basis. Why is this video not working now, though? That's unacceptable. Oh, okay. Wait. No. No. Oh, God damn it. Why are you failing me, AP? You guys have an actual budget. I think we just talked recently about how you sell $50 long sleeve t-shirts with your little logo on them. You must have enough money to make this stream work. Full screen, please. Could be YouTube. You're right. Oh my God! I saw this woman. The woman wearing the woman in the black with the black sign that says Trump's deceit is beyond reasonable doubt. I saw her earlier today. She was protesting and she was attacked by Trump supporters. And they were literally surrounded. There's cops everywhere. They did nothing. Nobody got arrested. Wild.
That event is going to be full TV, so you're going to go in still?
I'm glad she's still protesting.
You got to RSVP. You know who you got to reach out to? Do you have that? Yeah. You text it to me? Yep.
Hey, what's up, Donald James? You're listening, but in the middle of doing something. No big deal. This is an impromptu stream due to this breaking news coming out of New York. I don't usually do this, as I think everybody here knows, but it just felt like it rose to a certain level of interesting. Wait, what's the other way? You thought I hibernated in the daytime? I'm still alive. I'm here and alive. Alright, I gotta keep looking to see if there's anything else breaking out of this. This is honest to God breaking news. Galactic emergency. Exactly, Mitty. Exactly. Does he go to jail and get violated in the showers now? We can only hope. An emergency session of the Galactic UN to lock him up for crimes against the galaxy? That's a good point. Although, I don't know if he's ever been in space and whether or not we can enforce crimes in space. Or Earth crimes in space. Maybe we can. It's complicated. Jurisdictional situation there.
Animals. Molly! Hey!
What are you waiting for?
Well, she just called us animals, so like, should we... What are we waiting for what? Hey, Mom.
Hey Molly. I sent in a request for me to get into the presser. Okay. Could you send another one? Yeah. As just amplify that. Yeah.
I think he's been on a bond this whole time, hasn't he? You know, I'm gonna look that up. That's a good question. Ugh, it's so hard to even research because he's got so many different bonds out. This is ridiculous. And I was really specific with that search.
That'll happen in November. Yeah. I would like to enjoy this summer without having any, like, critical injuries until fall.
Right.
Right? Like, let me get one last summer in before I have to walk around with a limp because someone beat me.
Yeah, it's unclear. I can't figure it out right now. It should be easy for me to figure this out right now, but it keeps talking about, which makes sense considering the way Google's algorithm works, but it keeps bringing up the $175 million bond payment from the E. Jean Carroll civil fraud trial, rather than the bond that he may or may not have paid in this case. If I click more than the web option, it turns off most of the crap that makes Google searches suck. Huh. Did the stock price of Trump media plummet on hearing the verdict? Oh no, so sad. Oh, so sad. Hold on, I have to look at this. Ugh, not Trump media. Oh, those poor people. And Trump. As Trump media stock price is a big portion of his net worth right now. Oh god, down 9% after hours. Woof. Oh boy. That's a lot. 9% on how much is this company? Again? Jesus Christ. Wow. What's 10% of 9 billion? It's like 900 million? $1 billion? Is that the actual market cap? I think so.
I'll be right back, okay? I'll be right back.
$90 million? I don't think that's right. I'm pretty sure that's wrong. 10% of 9 billion? If you multiply 90 million times 10, it's just 900 million. I mean, not that it's not a lot, it's just it doesn't add up. The math ain't mathin'. Oh look, this is the Secret Service taking him to jail? What's happening? How does this work? Oh god. That was it was a fast verdict, Obsessive Audio. I agree. I thought it was going to be days and days of deliberation, people poring over the evidence. It makes you wonder. And the fact is we talked about it briefly, but the defense on the closing arguments apparently didn't attempt to weave any narrative whatsoever, and merely tried to, poke holes at credibility of witnesses and things like that, but had zero narrative of their own to tell, which is, I think, probably part of it. They probably just didn't have to really think about it too hard, and, well, here we are. How do you not convict somebody for a crime they already convicted someone else for? You mean, yeah, because, wait, who was it that actually got convicted? Right, Cohen got convicted for this thing, right? And it was on Donald Trump's orders, all the stuff he did. So it just kind of, yeah, it totally, it does, just kind of a neat line there from one to the other. I think I heard something about a presser just now. Hold on. All the emotional support characters. Yeah, well, this is an impromptu stream, so I'm just giving them away. No, I think I missed it. I can't tell if the Secret Service already picked him up or if they're going to pick him up right now. But I think this is going away from the courthouse. I guess they're not taking him directly to jail. And one thing I've been wondering is does the Secret Service go to jail with him? Because that seems like a weird dynamic, right? Like, how does that work? Do they also sleep in the cell with him? They're gonna, like, cuddle up on a bunk? July 11th is sentencing? Okay, okay. So we have to wait a whole month and a half for that? Fantastic. Just wait. We'll sit here and wait for the next month and a half, and then we will conclude this stream. Just kidding. Just kidding. No, we don't have don't have that much time. They are hanging around for something, though, aren't they? It does seem like something's going to happen, and I'm waiting for that. He's on remand until sentencing? Hey, good researching over there. Oh, you're asking, is it remand or bail? I tried to look it up.
Felony. Have said this, he's guilty, and we're talking about.
I tried to look it up. I could not.
2016 presidential election.
I could not find it. I've been trying to figure it out. I could swear that he had to post some kind of bail for this, but the $450 million bond is it just takes precedence. The second that you type bond in Google, I feel like that's all it wants to show you. Saying Secret Service has to go to jail is a misnomer. They can turn custody over to another entity, such as a marshal. He'd be in custody like other prisoners that need protected segregation. Okay. So you have like a whole wing to himself. How nice. That sounds lovely. Really, really great for him.
Illegal.
It seems like PD's not communicating with whenever. I think you can go in.
I think you go around.
Yeah, you can go.
You can easily go
this way, that
You
way.
can easily go out and around. Like
That's what they said to another restorer.
I'm gonna go that way. All right, Bear.
Skadoosh. What a tool. Oh my fucking god.
They're saying they're only letting in one. They're not letting
I wonder how much it costs to drive Donald Trump across Manhattan. What do you think? I mean, you got 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Secret Service vans. I can't, maybe more, as well as an NYPD car in the front. How many people per per truck are we talking here? I mean, my God. A lot? Yeah, it must be like $50,000 to drive him 3 minutes. You wonder if NYPD sends an invoice. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. And the fact is taxpayers are paying for all this Secret Service. It looks more like a funeral procession. I mean, Jesus Christ, how many people are there behind this one NYPD truck? You feel more relieved than happy or surprised? I don't blame you for that. I mean, first off, who was surprised? I'm not surprised. It is a relief, though, I would say. I don't know about happy. It's not enough to make me happy. I would need something better than this. Am I reveling in it? Yeah, maybe a little bit. Yeah. Man, what is about to happen here, though? It does genuinely feel like there's a massive group of people waiting here. Let's go back to counting Secret Service. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's more than 7. You can, because yeah, there's another black SUV behind that van. They all have sirens on. Yeah, there's at least 8, 9, 10? 10 trucks. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, there's literally like 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's literally 12 or 13 black Yukons getting driven. There is a hole in the freaking ozone that is specifically caused by Trump's goddamn Secret Service detail.
They let all the video cameras in. They can't.
Some are decoys, some are armed. Yeah, no, I get how that works. I'm just saying, do you need 13 of them? 13? That's a lot.
Well, they're not letting me.
I did everything right and they indicted me.
This is it? Hey, everyone. So,
You bet one has a McDonald's. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Okay, that's fucking hilarious. That is amazing. Oh god. Oh god. Gotta try and compose myself. Oh. Wow. Wow. That's probably factual. That's probably factual. I wonder what the revenue on that McYukon is on a yearly basis, right? It's probably got to be like $1 million a year. What do you think Trump spends in McDonald's? He's always buying people McDonald's too, so we've got to count those expenses as well. Because he needs everybody else to enjoy the burgers together. And yeah, it's got to be like at least like somewhere high 6 figures, low 7 figures for that McYukon. I'm sure they have like the back is probably like a fryer, and like the trunk is like a freezer / refrigerator section, you know. And then of course like you get the front seat is like just the manager and the fry cook. There's only so much room in there. Here's the question, though. Can you get a Shamrock Shake all year round at this McYukon? Yukon Donald's? I never even considered that he might actually be on Ozempic. If he's on Ozempic and this is what he looks like, my God. Wow. It's contractually not allowed. You don't think McDonald's would make an exemption for their #1 customer? Donald Trump, the one-man traffic jam. Well, I'm not sure anything's going to happen here. I thought something was going to happen. I was excited. I see all these people with cameras. All, you know, all the press and people outside of this trial. I'm thinking, hey, something's going to happen. I just don't want to look away. What if something does happen? That's my question. Then what? You're glad that the MR guest was wrong? You know, I wish I even knew what that was referencing. I was, unable to attend the MR today. Oh, did he have advice for Trump's lawyers? What was the advice? Was it on the first half? We could watch it. Maybe that is what it is. Oh yeah, maybe they are coming. That makes a lot of sense actually. They're probably coming to pick up Donald Trump. Oh, the lawyer from earlier this week. Okay. You haven't seen a robot chicken in years? When's the last time you saw a robot chicken? And where? Why? Also how? It's all boring legal stuff. Extended early stream. Yeah, it's an extended early stream. That's right. I mean, it's going to go on for a little bit, and then it will be over. I don't know when that's going to be. Oh, robot chick. Oh, wait a sec. I just realized you're talking about the animation. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. Seeing it typed out made me remember what you're talking about. Seeing it in emojis just made me imagine like a android chicken shooting out eggs with computer chips in them. This dude with the camera in this one spot has been moving around the whole time. Can't decide where he wants to be. You never needed a reason to do a cartwheel. Totally fair. You cartwheel as much as you want. I support anybody cartwheeling. If that is how you feel inside, well, you should do it. You hope the jurors are safe? I think they've done a really good job of keeping the anonymity of the jurors up to this point, at least from what I can tell. I mean, there's no video cameras allowed in the courtroom, and yeah, I don't think I've seen a single picture of any of the sitting jurors. I'm trying to think back. I guess they're not even sitting anymore, are they? No, they'll still be. Are they still there for sentencing? I'm trying to remember. I think don't they get dismissed after they actually arrive at a at a verdict and declare said verdict? Never actually sat on a jury, so I'm trying to think back to any of the trials I've seen in the past, but I feel like the sentencing portion is really completely up to the judge, is it not? Ah. Hold on, I gotta look this up. You know, somebody in the Proud Boys or MAGA is on research duty right now to find the identity. Yeah, well, I want to say let's hope not, but that sounds too correct to be hoped out of existence. You might be onto something there, and yeah, I'm still gonna hope that that doesn't come to any fruition. Yeah, they don't save her. Okay, that's what I thought. Don the Felon. Okay, I see where you're going for with that sign. Wow, Proud Boys kicked out of the airlock by Looney Tunes. You ate food. You eat fast food? Oh, you ate fast food. Man, I need to wear my glasses. You ate fast food the other night while disappearing from the internet. Hey, sometimes you just need to, separate yourself from things. Disco Wolf. Whoa. It's only 5 p.m. Well, you notice this is not late night space radio. This is breaking news. Breaking goddamn news. Where we are live discussing the events surrounding this verdict. He finally won the popular vote. You're right, he did. He did. I'm not sure he wanted to win this one, but he did it. And we have to give him credit for that, okay? Damn, this chick in the background is using the R word pretty liberally right now, I would say. Here's the real question, is going to the pen or what? That is the real question, and we will not know that until the sentencing hearing, which won't be for over a month from now. So we have to wait a whole month for that. I'd like to think yes, but I guess we'll you know, we'll just have to wait. Just have to wait here for a month, and then we'll know. You think she's eating tarts, and that's why she's using that word? I don't think that was it. I'm pretty sure. I heard the details of that question, and it was pretty clear what her meaning was. Afroponics losing the weight. Give you a little round of applause. Losing weight can be a struggle for all of us. Especially those who have, you know, sedentary lifestyles and other things like that. And all sorts of other reasons, now that I think about it. It seems like it's been a long time. A long time since what? Oh, wait, I just realized what that's in reference to. Man, it's starting to look like all of New York is coming to see Donald Trump get taken away here. But he's not actually getting taken away to jail. What just happened? What just happened? I just lost audio from this. ¿Por qué? I don't appreciate this. What in the hell? Are they using live view software? Some said bail was $75 million. Interesting. No. According to this, hold on. When is this from? Alright, this was from an hour and a half ago. Is that right? Yeah, this is from an hour and a half ago from CNBC. New York jury on Thursday found former President Donald Trump guilty of all 34 felony charges of falsifying business records related to a hush money payment to porn star Stormy Daniels by his then personal lawyer, Michael Cohen, before the 2016 election. Trump, 77, is the first U.S. president to be convicted of any crime. He faces 3 other pending criminal cases. His sentencing for the hush money case was scheduled. Blah, blah, blah. Trump, who remains free without bail, faces a maximum possible sentence of 4 years in prison for each count. He is certain to appeal the verdict. So yeah, it sounds like he is on remand, not on bail, for this particular case. Wow, 4 years per count? What does that add up to? 130 years? Wait, 156? I gotta do them. I need calculator. Help me. 136. I was right. It could be 136 years. Damn.
All right.
136 years in Trump Tower. Yeah, I mean, let's hope they put him in an actual prison cell if he is actually convicted. I mean, come on, man. 4-year max sentence per count. It says right here. Hold on, let me show you this. Where is it? See this? Hold on, let me make it bigger. Trump remains free without bail, faces a maximum possible sentence of 4 years in prison for each count. Each count, so 34 times 4 is 136 years. Whatever Cohen served is fair. What did Cohen serve? Didn't he get let out for something? Is he still in prison right now? I'm trying to remember. So hard to keep track of all of the Trump orbiters and their crimes. Oh, he cut a deal, that's right. Actually, he got, all right, yeah, he got 3 years, but then and it looks like he was released early and served the rest of his term under house arrest due to concerns regarding COVID-19. How did everybody in prison get let out because of COVID-19? I mean, what? Wow. The super rich just get to have a really fun time with the legal system, don't they? Damn, can you hear the people outside with their horns? They're just laying on them right now. So New York. Oh my god, there's so much yelling going on. Only the ugly people say he's a racist? What does that mean? What does that mean? She is wild. Hashtag bye, Karen. Just wild. Hold on. You know who should be here doing a live stream right now that doesn't appear to be live? Unless I'm not paying enough attention. The Good Liars should be here live right now. I don't know why they're not. This is exactly their niche. They should be so deep in this right now. can see him from every 8P camera angle. God damn it, good liars. Believed in you. Alright, just kidding. I'm sure they're probably just doing non-live footage around here somewhere, right? You wonder what Fox is saying? You know what? We should find out. That is a great point, Baker's Dozen Cats. That is a great point. I could not agree more. We can switch. We're probably going to. Just give me a second. Oh God, here it comes. Here it comes. Oh God, prepare yourself.
Trying to hide it from Donald Trump because he was trying to steal. That would be a theory. That would be something that the jury could latch onto and sort of grip. So you've got the prosecution in the case that told a cogent tale. We had a campaign in disarray. We had a campaign that was afraid of everything just going completely south in October of 2016.
Here we go.
Then they followed a money trail, and then
Fox
they followed
News.
it up with Cohen. So the defense, again, just in the law doesn't require the defense to come up with a counter strategy, a countervailing theory, but you have to inject those alternative theories for the jury to really
I'm gonna keep
chew on
watching this in
them
the
in a meaningful
background.
way.
I feel like we should get this as
something
a
that's so
picture-in-picture.
interesting is that the presiding judge, Juan Merchan, he limited so many references when it came to Michael Cohen and his previous guilty pleas. And yet this entire trial, as you just mentioned, was centered around what happened with Michael Cohen. How, please, if you can just break it down for our viewers, explain to us how attorneys were able to get around that and why the judge didn't crack down harder when it came to all of
That's
those
what they're
arguments.
calling it. Raw Fox.
When it comes to Michael Cohen, right, you've got to, when you're the trial judge, you do have to kind of keep things on track, right? And you have to kind of keep the train going in a certain direction.
I'm going to just kind of skim back here a little bit. See, because this got announced, what,
the other guy on trial, right? You're going to put Michael Cohen on trial. When you have
an
a
hour
case
ago.
that has a snitch on
Oh,
it,
God.
right? The snitch
We got to
is the
watch
one that
this.
goes-
We got to watch what their
in the
take is
closing
on this.
arguments,
Hold
the
on.
prosecution
Oh,
comes
God.
back.
Ask what limitations
He looks good,
or
and he looks hard.
inhibitions on Donald Trump the person will he have now that he is a convicted felon when it comes to, will he be able to even vote for himself in the state of Florida? Prohibitions on his person now that he is a convicted felon. You said, Nima, he's not going to be remanded.
Oh, no, he won't be able to vote for
but
himself.
He's going to go throughout the entire campaign season now.
Oh, God.
That moniker,
Oh, I'm so
and we
sad
might
about
see,
that
as
for
we
him.
have seen,
Oh, no.
His support only grow after this. But
It's
it
so
could
very.
have
Oh,
the
I don't think I'll
adverse
ever recover
effect.
from
If
this.
you're a convicted felon, and even you have the Trump effect where your support has grown with these indictments.
Will he ever get a job again? And who will hire him after
We'll just
this?
have to wait and see how his support either grows or degrades.
All right, let me cut you off real quick because we see the former president now walking up to the cameras. Let's just listen into what he has to say after being found guilty on all of these charges there in New York City.
This was a disgrace. This was a rigged trial by a conflicted judge who was corrupt. It's a rigged trial, a disgrace. They wouldn't give us a venue change. We were at 5% or 6% in this district, in this area. This was a rigged, disgraceful trial. But the real verdict is going to be November 5th by the people. And they know what happened here, and everybody knows what happened here. You have
Everybody knows what happened. We do, as it turns out.
We didn't do a thing wrong.
Not sure it's what he
I'm
thinks.
a very innocent man, and it's okay. I'm fighting for our country. I'm fighting for our Constitution. Our whole country is being rigged right now. This was done by the Biden administration in order to wound or hurt an opponent, a political opponent, and I think it's just a disgrace. And we'll keep fighting. We'll fight till the end, and we'll win, because our country's gone to hell. We don't have the same country anymore. We have a divided mess.
Help! I'm being repressed!
We're a nation in decline, serious decline. Millions and millions of people pouring into our country right now, from prisons and from mental institutions, terrorists, and they're taking over our country. We have a country that's in big trouble. But this was a rigged decision right from day one, with a conflicted judge who should have never been allowed to try this case, never.
The bold strategy,
and we will fight for our Constitution. This is long from over. Thank you very much.
All right, you're just listening in there to the former president as he was making remarks after this, somewhat dejected. It didn't go on for more than 2 or 3 minutes there, talking to cameras, didn't answer any questions, and of course,
the most very rigged trial anybody has ever seen.
They were engaged in a very stressful and difficult task. Says they were engaged, thanks them for their service, and he
More
tells them they
rigged
can
than a
speak
clipper ship.
now about the case if they choose. He will meet with them in the jury room, and of course, we also are learning that the sentencing will be July the 11th. So that's the next step of this, and we are getting this live picture outside.
Arguably the greatest work of nonfiction of the 20th century.
There, as we're watching this, and let's bring him back in here. Andrew Kraft, Nima Rahmani, thank you again, as we're just watching all of these scenes unfold, certainly historic.
Okay, hold on. We're going to go back to live here, see what they're thinking. Currently,
for being frugal,
you hope he leaves the country.
He said, why would Donald Trump pay 4 times the amount of money for this transaction? We've all heard that he's kind of actually the opposite, right? We've actually heard
July 11th. That's the new July 4th.
He's got the reputation for being kind of tight-fisted. So in that instance, that would be another good example of really kind of leaning in to a bad fact and sort of turning it around for yourself. Again, would have liked to see it a little more on the Stormy Daniels issue. That's where
Wait,
you could
is this another
money.
statement? What's happening?
But they were able to attack
Oh, no,
her.
they're just
They were able to,
rehashing.
I think, score some points with her. They were able to expose, I think,
People are really starting to crowd over here.
Some of her motivations. I think you're going to see her on a
Kinda
lot of
see
talk
it right
shows
now.
I think she's going to get a book deal, and I think she's going to do a whole lot better than that $130,000 she initially got.
Okay, I want to continue on with a couple of more points, just moving through what's going to be upcoming within the next few weeks. So the appeal process, Trump's attorneys already
Hey, Mitty, so we figured it out. Currently, he is on remand. He is not on bail at all.
Will it really change anything?
No bail
Okay,
for
so
Donnie.
The next thing that's going to happen, obviously, are those pre-sentence investigations and those pre-sentence reports. And the judge
Just
will
on
take
his
that
own
into consideration, and then the judge will
recognizance.
sentence Donald Trump on July the 11th, or maybe he'll just have a hearing that day and then he'll think about it. I know that's the same week of the Republican convention. I don't know if that's gonna play really at all. But then, once the conviction becomes final, and it won't become final until Trump is sentenced. Once the judgment is final, that is, then that will trigger.
Man, they're
Trump's
really
right
trying to
appeal.
search for ways to
When Trump
say,
does
well,
appeal,
he's
it's
convicted felon now, but
and
he
one
can
thing that is
appeal.
possible, if not likely.
So he goes to jail
is
right
that
now?
the
No,
judge,
wait.
Now,
I thought remand meant
9
that
out of 10
you
people who are
were
charged in Manhattan with this similar
free
offense are
to
given
go.
probation.
Now I have to look up
So
the word
it may very
remand.
well be that Mr. Trump is given
Hold on.
probation in this case, right?
Hold on.
Not sentenced to jail. Has
Oh,
to
no.
do community
I'm sorry.
service or something of,
No,
like that
not on remand or bail.
in lieu of jail.
He is
Now, if
on.
he is given a
He's
prison
on his
sentence,
own
he will
recognizance,
still be
essentially,
able
right? I think
to
that's the term.
file,
That he's
to
been.
do an appellate
Sorry, I'm not a
bond,
lawyer,
which will allow him
but
to
I
be
think that
free
means that
while
he's
his
just
case
without bail.
goes
He's
to,
released,
while his
and
case
then
is on appeal, and that appeal
it's just
could be
presumed
a
that
couple
he will
of,
return for sentencing.
Could take a couple of years. So if
He
Donald
should go
Trump
to
is
jail right now,
elected
though.
president of the United States,
I think that would be best for
his
everybody.
case could still be up on
But hey.
appeal while that is happening, meaning that he would be out and about and running around.
It's basically
So,
bail.
I
Yeah, no,
don't
I just looked it up.
anticipate Mr. Trump
I was
being in
completely
prison, for
misinterpreting
any
the
part of
word
this
remand.
year. I think that even if he is sentenced
Clearly, I would
to
fail
jail, I think he appeals that.
if I were to try and pass the bar
that is stayed
right now.
or paused while he is
Yeah, he's free. He's
running for president
free like
if he
the
is
wind.
elected, and then if for whatever reason he's got an active
Very
sentence
stinky
there,
orange wind.
then that would be in the governor of New York's hands to potentially pardon Donald Trump if he's the president of the United States at that time, maybe for the good of the country if that's what we're facing. But it's obviously uncharted stuff for sure.
It's interesting that this whole trial kind of stems from the 2016
Yeah, he can definitely still campaign. He will be campaigning. He has seemingly taken
elected, and yet it's rearing its ugly head
no
now
breaks from
when we're in
that
another
whatsoever.
election year. And it's interesting that you mentioned this concept that the president could be, sent to prison, not for the time being, but while, let's say, he does take over the Oval Office. I want to pull up a statement from the former president and the Truth social media page that he has. It says here, the real verdict is going to be
Oh my
November
God.
5th by
The real verdict is going to be November 5th. That's not the way that this works, okay, Donald? The Soros-backed DA. Good God, this dude is wild.
If we were to find ourselves in a situation where he was imprisoned?
No, the
You
governor
circled
is not
July 11th on your
but that would be the question, right? So let's say Donald
Wow,
Trump
DJ.
is sentenced to jail.
Wow.
Now again, that could be home confinement.
That was
Michael
quick.
Cohen
You
was
got
given
him there
home
fast,
confinement.
pal.
I would
It's
think,
impressive.
and again, for those reasons alone, I don't see Trump actually going to a prison, even if he is given a jail sentence. It would very likely be that would be some type of home confinement, if you will, and I guess the home could be the White House, right? And they could try to navigate around that, but that would be the real political question, right? Would the governor of the state of New York be willing to do that?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's strange.
Kathy
questions,
Hochul?
strange times, to be sure, with a lot of those things. But legally, that's
Hochul,
sort of
whatever it
where
is.
we are now. I'll give you this. From what I understand
Okay.
from the laws in Georgia, for the case that he's going to be facing in Georgia, and again, I don't know that that's going to be happening before the election. The governor of Georgia does not have the power to pardon somebody who is convicted. So if Donald Trump is convicted in Atlanta and is given a jail sentence there, then there's really no way around that. But I do think that's going to be a question.
Yeah, there's no way around that one. Weird. And he won't CSL? Hey, entirely possible. It's also entirely possible that he does CSL. There's no way to say for sure. It's really up to the discretion of the judges involved in these situations. Once he's convicted, right? I mean, technically. I still don't quite understand how it will all play out in terms of, I mean, we talked a little bit about how maybe he'd get like his own wing or some sort of cordoned off section of the prison, and that he would cuddle with the Secret Service at night to keep themselves warm. All right, that last part I made up. Or did I?
To do that. So I think if Donald Trump is put on probation, does he challenge Judge Marchand? Do we have another power struggle? And does Judge Marchand see that coming? So again, a lot of really interesting questions, but July 11th is when, I don't know if that's the date that they're just going to have a hearing on it and then the judge will take it under advisement, or if that's going to be the date where the jury or where the judge actually.
I'm just saying. 2 out of 4 options are prison.
I will
Okay,
say this: when you
it's a
are found
50%
guilty of a
chance.
felony, the judge can hold your bond insufficient
If you
and take
don't
into
wait
custody,
any of
which
the
did not
choices.
happen today, obviously. So sometimes when somebody is found guilty of a felony, they're incarcerated right there on the spot, and then the sentencing happens while they're in the county lockup.
Jeremy Rosenthal, trial attorney, there is still so much to keep an eye out for today. We only got a guilty verdict.
Hold on. I'm just going to switch back to the AP here real quick. Oh, shit. What did I just do? Go here. Thank you. No, this isn't live. Go to live broadcast, please. Oh shit, I lost my other window. Come back. It looks like there's going to be a press conference. Are you seeing what I'm seeing over here in the left-hand corner? People are setting up for something. That much is clear. You see it where they got like the poster boards and all this shit set up, the podium and everything? They're definitely going to have a press conference on this situation. I thought I was going to end this stream in like an hour. We're already past an hour. I was still planning on doing a stream at like the usual time, somewhere between 10 and 11. Eastern Standard Time. We need a presser. I think we're going to get one. The DA, probably. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to do that. Why did I forget to do that? I gotta put this down on my list. Could have sworn I wrote this down. I need a rim shot for when people make bad jokes in chat. Not looking at anyone in particular right now. Oh shit, they're getting ready here. Oh, hey, okay. Blam. Wait, what just happened? Oh wait, is this I think it's a camera check. God damn it. Why do you have to trick me with camera checks? Trickery. Turn up the bass. I have no bass. I have no bass for you. We could listen to music though while we wait. What do I got? I guess this.
What now? Right now.
Illegal.
Is that better for you? All right, come on, press conference. Let's do this. This guy's over here taking pictures of the board. Wow, that's dedication. I could post this to social media right now. For a minute, you thought you were hallucinating dubstep again? Happens to me all the time. Happens to the best of us, even. A group in which I am not included. Or in the middle. You can't wait for the debate. Oh, God. Well, here's the question. I don't even know when the debates are supposed to occur. I know that, I've heard that at least 2 have been agreed to. I have to look that up now. But will he have to, in either debate, Zoom call from jail? That's my question. I think that would really up the production value for the debates. Just saying. Okay. June 27th and September 10th. The first one is by CNN. That's going to miss the July 11th date by, 14 days? But hey, September 10th. That's, let's think. It's like 2 full months after July 11th, practically. Could happen. Just saying. Uh-oh, here we go. Press conference. Getting serious. I just think we've never had it before, teleconference into a debate from jail.
Good evening.
Historical.
First and foremost, I want to thank the jury for its service. Jurors perform a fundamental civic duty. Their service is literally the cornerstone of our judicial system. We should all be thankful for the careful attention that this jury paid to the evidence and the law and their time and commitment over these past several weeks. 12 everyday New Yorkers, and of course our alternates, heard testimony from 22 witnesses, including former and current employees of the defendant, media executives, book publishers, custodians of records, and others. They reviewed call logs, text messages, and emails. They heard recordings. They saw checks and invoices, bank statements, and calendar appointments. This type of white-collar prosecution is core to what we do at the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. In the 1930s, District Attorney Thomas Dewey ushered in the era of the modern, independent professional prosecutor. For now nearly 90 years, dedicated professionals in this office have built upon that fine tradition. A major part of our practice during that nearly 90 years has been public integrity work, including cases involving jurists, local and state electeds, public servants, and others. I want to thank this phenomenal prosecution team, embodying the finest traditions of this office: professionalism, integrity, dedication, and service. They are model public servants, and I am proud and humbled to serve side by side with them. The 12 everyday jurors vowed to make a decision based on the evidence and the law, and the evidence and the law alone. Their deliberations led them to a unanimous conclusion beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant, Donald J. Trump, is guilty of 34 counts of falsifying business records in the first degree to conceal a scheme to corrupt the 2016 election. And while this defendant may be unlike any other in American history, we arrived at this trial and ultimately today at this verdict in the same manner as every other case that comes through the courtroom doors, by following the facts and the law and doing so without fear or favor. I want to conclude by expressing deep gratitude to the NYPD and the officers of the Office of Court Administration for securing the courthouse, all of our safety, making sure that the courthouse and all of the other matters that are important in their own right continued seamlessly. They will continue to be and have always been incredible.
Who is Jake Peter, and why are we talking about them? Very confused. Nightbot doesn't even know who Jake Peter is.
Partners. Thank you.
And do you plan to request a prison sentence for Donald Trump's multiple violations of the gag order that was in place to factor in that request at all?
The judge scheduled a sentencing for July 11th.
YouTube.
We will speak in court in that time. He also set a motion schedule. We will speak in our court filings as we've done throughout this proceeding.
Donald Trump has repeatedly targeted you
Oh, he died? That's sad.
Do you have a response to the former president after this trial is concluded?
I do not.
In February, you decided not to bring cases against Donald Trump. You criticized then. You criticized when you indicted him in March 2023. You criticized when people really started to understand that case. How do you think of all that now, seeing the results of that? Can you kind of put that in context with your personal history?
I can't hear any of these questions whatsoever.
I did my job. Our job is to follow the facts and the law without fear or favor. And that's exactly what we did here. And what I feel is just gratitude to work alongside phenomenal public servants who do that each and every day in matters that you all write about and make the press, and in lots of matters that you don't. I did my job. We did our job. Many voices out there. The only voice that matters is the voice of the jury, and the jury has spoken.
Could I ask Mr. Steinglass, many people said the prosecution was masterful and flawless. Just want to know how you feel at this moment. Sorry. How do you feel?
Mr. Steinglass, I think some of you probably saw him speak for a little bit the other day. So he's done his job, as has this team. And he just told me, tell him how I feel. I think you said that. I will just say just enormous gratitude. You know, our system, I talked about the jurors at the beginning of my remarks. We have a phenomenal system. 12 everyday New Yorkers. They listen to the judge's directions. They follow the evidence. You saw them in court every day. They were careful and attentive. And so I feel deep gratitude to work alongside them, to be a part of this system. And I just want to echo that this is what we're doing every single day. I mean, during this trial, you know, just this week, right, a ghost gun indictment, Grimaldi's wage theft plea resolution, sex crimes, convictions, all sorts of work that's being done by phenomenal public servants. So we're before you today on this obviously consequential matter, but this is what we do every day. We follow the facts and the law without fear or favor.
If a jail sentence is in the cards
it is likely that Trump and his attorneys would seek a stay on enforcement of that sentence pending appeal. If that were the scenario, would your office object to staying the sentence?
I'm going to let our words in court speak for themselves when we get to the sentencing matter. I'm not going to address hypotheticals.
This was the weakest case.
They
Wait,
raise arguments,
major
we'll
leagues
respond.
come. Yeah.
And I think your
Totally.
question really underscores an important point. This is an active, ongoing matter, right? We have other phases of this going ahead. We will continue to do our speaking about this matter, about issues like that in court.
From day one, kind of the viability of this case has been questioned in all sorts of media outlets, all over the place, including from the defendant himself. Can you respond to any of that, how you feel now that you've gotten the conviction?
So my response, again, is I did my job. And I think particularly I talked about the history of the office. My personal history, I started as a prosecutor in 2003 in the Public Integrity Unit in the New York State Attorney General's office. I served also in the Public Integrity Unit in the Southern District of New York. These are kind of cases I've done personally, and it's a hallmark of the tradition of this office that I'm proud to lead. And I don't want to go into the whole body of litigation, but we now have a federal court decision ruling on the legal theories. We had a state court decision on the omnibus motions. But most importantly, today we have the most important voice of all, and that's the voice of the jurors. They have spoken. Donald J. Trump has been convicted of 34 counts of falsifying business records. Thank you.
District Attorney, your office has been investigating this case since
Are you concerned about retribution if Trump is elected president?
You went to the Supreme Court twice.
Okay, so I actually just figured something else out while we were listening to DA Alvin Bragg speak, because we were talking about this Jake Peter emoji on YouTube. So I figured it out. I did the deep digging, and as it turns out, Jake Peter was an original admin on the Reddit and Discord of YouTube gaming. Apparently he was like a super fan who became involved very quickly in the actual moderation and administration of this stuff for YouTube gaming specifically, and therefore YouTube decided to give him his own emoji after he passed away suddenly. Yeah, I mean, I had never heard of him either, and it seems to me like something that they did for themselves more than anything, and I kind of get that. It sounds like he was close with the actual internal YouTube community, and they made a decision to just give him an emote because people were sad, and I think that's actually something I can get behind, make people less sad. And it sounds, from what I'm looking at, it sounds like he was at least in terms of his effect on the community itself, sounds like he was a good guy. All right, well, I guess that's kind of going to be it for us here on this super secret day stream with this breaking news on Donald Trump's conviction in the hush money trial in New York. I hope you all enjoyed. We'll be doing a stream later, so I will see you then. By the way, if you want to help support me in what I do, click that link.